The Crunchyroll original tag frightens me. I have seen what you advertise at me, Crunchyroll. I know what you think profitable anime looks like, and I'm not impressed. Still though, let's have an open mind. Maybe this anime is great. Some of the Netflix originals have been not complete shit, and stranger things have happened before. The least I can do is, read a plot synopsis before passing judgment. So let's see. Tower, Shinsui, regular... Oh dear. This isn't going well. Tower of God is what I tend to refer to as Tumblr bait. There are many hallmarks of Tumblr bait, but I feel the fundamental core of the genre is a setting that sounds kinda neat right up until you actually think about it. If your setting seems quirky and interesting, but in reality mostly lends itself to incredibly on-the-nose metaphors about non-specific prejudice, then you're probably making a Tumblr bait. Still though, not all Tumblr bait is bad. I happen to quite like certain parts of Steven Universe, so Tower of God sucking salty horsecock was not necessarily a given. Being Tumblr bait did not make Tower of God bad. Everything else about the anime did. I'm going to cut right to the chase here and explain the fundamental reason why Tower of God fails. I could not, possibly, give less of a shit about its two central characters. This anime seems to assume we should care very deeply about the two characters of Bam and Rachel, but nonetheless refuses to grant them more personality than a styrofoam packing peanut. When crafting a character to be the emotional core of an anime, it makes sense to explore that character in a way that makes them likable and or sympathetic. However, Tower of God is pioneering a bold new storytelling philosophy of not giving half a deep-fried fuck about characterizing your leads. I am helpless to understand how this anime thought I was going to care about Rachel. We start out knowing literally nothing about her beyond her hair color, and we end up knowing nothing about her beyond her hair color and that she might be a bit of a prick. My god, Tower of God, doth the muses themselves sing through thee? But she's important to Bam, you might point out. We should care about her because he cares about her, and that would be an excellent point if I could be convinced to give a shit about him either. Seriously, why on earth should I care about this limp-dicked, worthless pile of dry white toast? Well, he's super nice. Yeah, okay, but what the hell has he actually done? From where I am standing, he has been rescued a lot, dropped a sword, made some puppy dog eyes, and abandoned his friends at a critical moment. What exactly am I intended to latch on to here? But maybe the side characters can save it. After all, there's more to the story than just the protagonist and the cardboard cutout he practices kissing on, and perhaps the sheer charisma of the secondary cast can fill the void created by the lead character. Honestly, the side characters almost manage it. A lot of them have compelling motivations and a ton of personality. They all fit very neatly into various tropes and archetypes, but that's okay, because their motivations are well established and their characters make sense. Shame this anime felt the need to stomp the concept of simple, effective storytelling to death. This is one of those shows that feels the need to add 20,000 character twists to every climactic moment in order to create deeply unnecessary drama. It makes every character fucking incomprehensible. The characters in the show can shift between villain, hero, victim, or three monkeys in a trench coat all within the space of 5 minutes, based solely on slightly cryptic dialogue, and it's infuriating. This is pure madness. This anime pulls about 500 character revelations per second from a place so far up its own ass it's developed severe swelling in the large intestine. You can never get a beat on where anyone's arcs are supposed to be going, so when character development does happen, it feels like it comes out of fucking nowhere. In the end, I just gave up and completely emotionally checked out. I wanted to like these characters, but the ones I felt I understood didn't seem to be developing, and the ones that were developing made zero goddamn sense. The one thing I really do like about the show was the art and atmosphere. It's why I ended up watching it all the way through, though I don't recommend you do the same. Keep seeing people get all huffy about the art and production quality, and I am deeply confused by this. Sure, the production isn't My Hero Academia, but it's not noticeably bad. The fights felt cathartic, and I never noticed any big screw-ups. Besides, the aesthetic looks awesome. It goes for really hard, dark lines contrasting against very desaturated colors, and it's really distinctive and often beautiful. Some of the character designs aren't great, but some of them are really cool, and I like how they give everyone really prominent, interesting eyes. It makes them seem more expressive, and besides, the non-character art is amazing and more than up to compensating. This anime is surprisingly good at creating atmosphere. This is partially due to the music, which is excellent, but this anime makes great use of color and imagery to help set the mood. It does a great job convincing you that you are in some deeply strange other world where you do not belong. It's at once charming and unnerving. It's like you are slowly realizing that you are in some oddly beautiful dream, but it's being puppeted by something sinister and immense. It's a cool feeling, and if the story weren't such shit, I would probably have been really into it. To summarize, Tower of God has just enough cool moments to make it incredibly annoying that it sucks this much shit. It's got some nice scenes and some good ideas, but that means very little in context to the veritable sea of awful creative decisions leading to this broken mess of a story. I don't know how to make sense of Tower of God. Its characters confuse me and its intentions confound me. It's possible that Tower of God is just too intelligent for my feeble reviewer brain, but it's not. After a certain point, I just gave up trying to analyze it because there was no longer anything the story could have done to convince me to care. The two characters at the heart of the thing were just too underdeveloped, and the anime has way too little going on besides. I gave up. I checked out. Whatever happens, I'm officially too bored to care. Oh, so the climax has our main character sitting in a bubble with his favorite sex doll just waiting to be eaten by a giant barnacle? Cool. If anyone needs me, I'll be over by the snack bar, aggressively not giving a shit.